How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Today is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023 at 1:49 p.m. Today was an interesting day in the market. Looks like we're exiting a consolidation short term, but it still seems to be that on the larger range, unfortunately, we are within the consolidation, but the good thing about it is that we are approaching a volume imbalance on the daily chart, something that we have been keeping an eye out for quite a while now. But it's exciting to see that we're finally reaching some kind of exit of a short-term consolidation or range. But just keep in mind that we have not, on the long-term daily chart, have not exited. Right now we're currently within a premium. But I would like to see whether or not we want to reject or hold this level as support or resistance, depending on our observation. Looking at the charts from the midnight open on the 17th, we retraced into a fair value gap that we have been monitoring for the past couple days. Immediately rejected that level and went up. Took some buy side liquidity and immediately rejected. And that happened right around the New York Open. As it immediately rejected, came down into a discount, bounced off that level once again, and immediately rebalanced and went up and taking out more buy side liquidity, which this is the small range that I was referring to earlier. We're now exiting, and on the daily chart we're still within a larger range, but it's exciting to see that we're finally having some kind of movement outside of this range mess choppiness that we've been in the past couple of days, if not weeks or so. So I want to see what happens on this daily volume imbalance, see how we react to that level. Right now there's been nothing but up candles for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 15-minute candles. I want to see it reject hard, if anything, but we'll have to monitor it. The Tradingview integration to Tradingview has been acting a little funny for me today. It's been logging me off and on. So unfortunately, I will not be trading through the Tradingview platform. I will be trading on the Tradingview application. That is the desktop application. So unfortunately, you won't be able to see that. But just know that there is something wonky happening. So yeah, let's see what this has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and go to the 1-minute chart. You can see that bottom end of the volume imbalance. So we'll go ahead and mark that up. Daily. Okay. You know what? This is a. Go ahead and replace that. So it's easier to follow. Replace it with our blue lines that we typically use for volume imbalances. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from this chart just because it's a higher time frame. Let's keep that. There we go. Much better. Alright, so just keep in mind that we are right at a new day opening gap. Right around there. That's currently what we're reacting to. I want to see it go into that volume imbalance. See if we can have some kind of price action within that level. We're just 4 minutes under our 2 p.m. Eastern Time session. So it'll be interesting to see if it wants to go up for the hourly candle. From this chart, I'm gonna eliminate some of these levels. Just for our clarity, but just keep in mind that I will be keeping those on another chart that I have on another screen just to monitor. For our candle, looks very large. Spitting right out of the range, small range. We're still within this larger range here. Better mark that up. Currently trading within a premium above equilibrium, which is approximately 41.34. Now let's see if this these few candles want to jump into that daily volume imbalance. can see from the previous session, if we go back, while we wait for price action to do whatever it wants to do, we were discussing the sell side liquidity. Right after our session, you can see that it immediately went into sell side liquidity and purged some additional sell side liquidity, pierced right through our fair rally gap, and tapped the long-term sell side liquidity. So that was pretty interesting. Then a little imbalance that we had marked up. So we'll get and remove some of those lines since we no longer need them for this particular session. What's more important is where we're currently trading at is the new day opening gap and the daily volume imbalance. The previous high, which is the session of sessions taken from the midnight zones, and the previous low. Currently hovering right below the new day opening gap high that was formed on the 18th of April. Alright, we're 2 minutes into our 2 p.m. Eastern Time session. Now we want to be careful here because it may begin to consolidate and go sideways, because we have already taken out a lot of liquidity. Looks like we're beginning to break down, but nothing interesting so far. Prefer it to run up before continuing down. Currently at equilibrium. And keep an eye right around this level. I would expect it to go down here if it's gonna touch this level where the eye is. I would expect it to go down. Right around this level. Alright. Now that that is in play, we'll go ahead and mark our fair value gap right at the 2 consecutive down close candles. We'll go ahead and eliminate that eye. And we'll watch how price action wants to react to here. I would like it to begin to reprice upward into the volume imbalance to take out buy side liquidity. Okay. Start seeing that the price action is going towards that buy side liquidity that we have mentioned. I want to see it go right through it. Into the daily volume imbalance. Okay, I want to see it hold. I want to 2 consecutive down close candles. I want to see it hold. If it's going to respect the discount PD arrays, I want it to bounce somewhere within this range between these 2 down close candles and then continue upward. Some nice displacement would be nice right about now. That may be a little bit too much to ask for. Okay, now bounce up would be nice. Aggressive traders, stop loss below these 2 consecutive down closed candles near the consequent encroachment of this this up candle. We'll see what it wants to do here. For those of you that are tuning in, just remember that this is to be taken as entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're seeking financial advice, please seek help with a professional that knows what they're talking about. I'm a beginner trader that's documenting my trading combine journey. So a little bit over the 15-minute mark of our 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time session. I want to see this level hold. if it is going to respect PD arrays, discount array. Now, does it want to dip into this fair value gap that we have marked? Maybe. But I'd rather it hold this level and continue upward. Alright, let's see if it wants to get that buy side liquidity. As of right now, it's not trying hard enough. Looks like it's struggling a bit. Okay, just for clarity purposes, I'm going to remove the fib that we have drawn. And I'm going to eliminate the lower end of this 2 down close candles. I don't want it to respect that new day opening gap. I want it to go right through it, straight into the volume imbalance. Using this level as a launch pad would be ideal. At this point, I would have already closed if I were in a trade, just because I don't like to see this type of price action. I want to see it go smoothly through targets or anticipated PD arrays. It may still go up there, but I don't like to see this sideways action. when it doesn't go my way immediately, I begin to question, and when I begin to question those type of movements, it takes a lot of mental capacity. But we want to see if that high side, buy side liquidity wants to be taken out. That would be my anticipation. I'm going to go ahead and take out some of these, or I'm going to hide these levels for now. That way we can see true price action without any distractions. You can see that previous price action was continuously being held. Oh, there goes all the lines. By downside, down close candles. All the way up. Right. So we want to see that same type of movement here. I want to see this act as a somewhat of a propulsion block. It may not be that in definition, but I want to see it launch from this point up. I don't want it to meander anymore. Very difficult. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, we're at 2:30, approximately halfway through our session. Yeah, this is the price action I don't like to see. Go ahead and take our analysis and put it back on. Go ahead and get rid of these two levels because they are irrelevant. There are imbalances on the 1 minute chart far beyond to the left. I want to eliminate a lot of the superfluous information that we have on the charts. We just want to keep what's ideal. Now if we want to continue downward, I would like to see this fair value gap taken and made resistance to continue downward. But as of right now, I'm still anticipating that buy-side liquidity to be taken out. We're just too close to it. Keep in mind that I could be wrong on that analysis, but that's my anticipation at the moment, for the moment. Okay, it looks like we're digging a little deeper. Does it want to create that as resistance? Let's watch. Now looking at it, Could it be that we want to bounce back and forth between the two new day opening gaps? That's a possibility. So let's just watch how it reacts. Nice little bounce off that fair value gap. Now, pay very close attention that on the 5-minute chart, the 3 consecutive up-close candles here. Let's see if it wants to act as resistance. Does it want to respect it as a premium array? Or does it want to disrespect it and continue to that daily imbalance? Which would in turn disrespect the 2 consecutive down close candles, which would be a bullish array. Right? So if we are disrespecting the discount or the 2 consecutive discount or the 2 consecutive downside candles to respect the consecutive up close candles, and that is favoring the shorts. Right? Now this down close candle that you're seeing on the 1 minute chart, it doesn't quite necessarily mean that it's respecting those 3 up close candles. Just, we want to make sure, or be aware of any kind of downward displacement. Maybe it's that we go trade below this fair value gap that we have marked here and use it as resistance. Then we can favor for more downside. But as of right now, I mean, it's just kind of repricing. So let's see what it has to do here, or wants to do here. We want to keep an eye again on the buy side liquidity. That's right at the daily volume imbalance. Keep an eye on this level. It wants to respect it. Again, you have to be very nimble about these little trading areas, just because we have already taken out long-term buy-side liquidity, and we can go sideways for the remaining of the day. But as of right now, we're just kind of monitoring the price action and see if we could get an opportunity to short. Because regardless if it goes into the volume imbalance, I'm anticipating for it to bounce off. If it's low resistance liquidity runs, I would like to see it displace. Price is being very difficult, and you can see that it's being held by that fair value gap. Okay, do we want to make that fair value gap into resistance? Let's watch it. Keep an eye that we're anticipating down from this point on. If it's going to respect the bearish PD arrays. Okay, that's a good sign. I want to see the 5-minute candle close below the up close candle. Mark right here. I want to see that 5-minute candle close below that. And I would anticipate for there to be a gap left. Let's see if they're left with that gap. So my eye is now going to go towards sell side liquidity. Alright, so that candle's gonna leave that gap open. I would expect for there to be a little bit of a retracement into there, or it may go without us. And we're at 245, about 3/4 our way through the session. You can see that the sell side liquidity is now being taken. Hopefully. This. We got some anticipated sell side liquidity being taken. I'll go ahead and take this little arrow off since we've already got our downward motion. You can start to see here that our 3 consecutive up close candles again were respected, bounced off of it. That 5-minute candle didn't quite necessarily close where we wanted it to. Went down, swept a little bit of sell side liquidity, not entirely, but that gap was left open. I want to see that act as resistance. If it's not, then we can continue upward to that daily volume imbalance. I want to see it reject here. I don't like sell side liquidity to be left open like that, because it can be reacting something here, reacting to that upside candle. Yeah, that would be anticipated for it to reject a little bit more and then go further down. Let's see if we get that. I'm going to bring back that arrow, see if we can get this candle to reject, to go down. That would be ideal. I don't want it to go past this level. So we'll go ahead and remove these levels, since we know what they are now. And we'll keep an eye on this level, because that's what I wouldn't want it to go past. I want it just to remain heavy. You can see that we've already taken out 1 sell side liquidity, 2, 3. We're working on the 4th. So for it to remain heavy, is the probabilities are going a little bit lower as we reach down. But let's see what price action has to offer us. I don't like the way that's looking so far. It's not rejecting just the way I would like it to. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this since I don't feel comfortable with it anymore. Leave the sell side liquidity as we do in previous sessions, because we do anticipate for that to be taken out at a later date, maybe even tomorrow's session. Now, when price tends to move in this direction or in a direction against you, you want to make sure that you get out of the way, right? You don't want to hold on to this price action just because you have an anticipated move, right? You want to be very nimble again in these type of markets where it's going in consolidation, especially since we have now taken out a lot of buy-side liquidity. Towards the end of the day, we want to make sure that we aren't just holding on to price just because in this particular environment where we are right below daily volume imbalance. Just remember that the daily volume imbalance or imbalances in general act as magnets, as ICT mentions in his lectures. So the higher the time frame, the more price is going to be gravitated towards. See, so now we've taken out 1, 2, 3, as mentioned. Sell side liquidity. There's our displacement. Okay. And do we want to take it out? I don't know. But if we would have been in this position, we would have already been out, right? So again, I wish I could get in this trade, but Tradingview is acting a little funny today. And unfortunate for you guys, you can't really see that participation. This is a nice little price action displacement down. Right. That's good. That's good for the shorts. I want to see this act as resistance, as said before. I really want this price to go back up. That's more favorable at the moment. Now how it goes through. Take that guy out. I want to see it pierce through it like butter. Very strong candle. We'll move this volume imbalance right there. Start to see that this gap was inverted, or is being inverted at the moment, and this volume imbalance is starting to be, I guess, important to the current move. Starts to be very heavy. Nice little displacement down would be nice. I like the way the 5-minute candle closed, favoring the shorts. Where would I anticipate for this price action to go to? I would expect it at least to go to the equilibrium of the range. So I'm going to say right above, which is at the sell side liquidity of that candle, which is at 41.62. So I'll go ahead and mark that up. So I would expect for my first price target to be within that range. If we want to be ambitious. Still don't trust it, but for those of you wondering where the target would be. I like the magenta line to act as a launch pad. Price is being a little bit difficult, but that's expected. We're about 2 minutes under the 3 o'clock hour. I want to see if this price action wants to wait for the hourly close just to take it out. Pay attention to that magenta line, see if it's a launch pad. Okay, closer to the sell side liquidity. Take it out. I want to be very careful here to see if it doesn't slap us back in the face. Alright, so remember the price target, 41.62. Remember there's a volume imbalance. Right there. That might be a secondary objective. You saw that our magenta line acted as a launch pad. Small one, but that can be applicable to higher time frames. So here, since we have already taken out sell side liquidity, we want to make sure that we don't begin to break or shift market structure. We want price to remain heavy, to go towards the event horizon, which is the 50% level, and we see how we trade there. We currently have an imbalance at 41.64.50, 41.64.25. We expect that to be hit, or at least tapped. And we monitor how price action will go from there. This is some nice displacement towards the top, or I say displacement, but it's very a repricing towards higher prices. Trying to take out sell side liquidity. I want to see this gap be inverted now that we took out the sell side. Okay, good news. Let's keep an eye on the volume imbalance.
Order filled.
There's my trade of 8 orders.
Order working. Order filled. Order working.
Okay, going long. Looking for that imbalance to be taken out. Now again, I'm not trading from the trade of 8 or the Tradingview trade of 8 integration just because there has been a lot of problems with it today. So my fill order was at 4171.25. Both orders. Did I get in a little bit late? Yes, I did. But I like this price action towards the upside because I'm anticipating for that volume imbalance to be filled. Buy side liquidity. Now I would expect price to come back to this fair value gap, the inverted fair value gap, and use it as support. Keep in mind that we're at the 50% level already. I'm going to take a partial here.
Order filled. Order cancelled.
I want that price to stay above that line there. So I already have my partials locked in. I want to see this fair value gap, how it does support. If price does want to go down. 5-minute chart, you'll see that we had a market structure shift after taking out sell side liquidity. That's what allowed me to enter my position. So I want to see price start to move very rapidly to the upside. That would be favorable. Very unfortunate that we are having that Tradingview integration malfunction today. I don't know what's going on with it. So again, that order fill was at 41.71, which was a little late. But I was able to cover a profit. Secure that small little difference. And this level right here. This price action is being a little bit difficult. Tempted to close and profit. We'll be a little bit more patient. Let's see here, the 5-minute. So we're going to move this line down to the imbalance. The imbalance wants to be between here and there. So that's where I is currently. I want to see it, if it does want to reprice to that area, bounce up and reprice upward. Taking out external liquidity at the daily volume imbalance. is 315. Some really nice big candles would be helpful right about now. So my eye is gravitated towards these two relative equal highs. We're going to mark that as buy side liquidity. I think I'll take profit there, although I'm anticipating the volume imbalance.
Order working.
So my order's at 41.75.50, right below the relative equal highs. I'm going to go ahead and move this down to the buy side liquidity that we have marked. I want to see it go right through that buy side liquidity and through to the volume imbalance, daily volume imbalance. Ooh, that's a good liquidity grab. Right into that area that we were anticipating. Now I want to see it go for external liquidity. Immediately. You'll see that in the 5-minute chart. Build in that volume imbalance. So we'll go ahead and move that up to where the magenta lines are. I want to make sure that price reacts positively within this area. Positively meaning it goes towards the volume imbalance, daily volume imbalance. Those PD arrays are not being respected. Keep that in mind. I don't like to see that. Now keep in mind that we just bounced off of a premium PD array. We're now displacing downward. My stop loss is at 4164.75. And notice how we are repricing, disrespecting all discount PD arrays. We're currently within the discount, within that range. Go ahead and mark this up. At the optimum trade entry level. I want to see it bounce off of this level. Okay, looks like it's not wanting to give us that. Tempted on closing early before it stops me out. A small little retracement, which is not going to give us. Stop me out. All right.
Out here on the street, I'm losing my way. You've gotten to me, and that's my mistake.
A little bit of a retracement would be a little bit too much to ask for, maybe. Get it right here. Oh, all right. Go ahead and close out. Retracement. here. A little bit further up would be great. It's not promised. See if we get a little bounce here. Oh. Alright, let's focus. What does it want? Just want to take out that sell side liquidity. Yeah, it does. Getting out right there.
Order cancelled.
That was a little loss for 185. You see how that moved rapidly against us really fast. Alright, well, I think that's going to be the session for today. We had a little bit of a loss today, which is fine, not too bad. We were in profit, but we were stopped out. Well, we closed out before we stopped out, which we were able to get one trade out, but it looked like displacement towards the downside got us on the wrong side of the order. So we'll take a small loss. That's okay. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and join us tomorrow for Thursday session, where we trade Monday through Thursday, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, where we try to catch the PM sessions. So, alright guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hypnotized.